visiting Daniel Hill. Or writer.
I haven't timed this.
What? You haven't timed it?
This is a story about a guy in somewhat modern times walking with a messiah, and they give plane rides to people on like trick planes, but he's kind of trying to figure out the messiah. That's the preface. I'm not reading that. I just said it. Just kidding. That's supposed to be obvious.
Where's Jackson?
Alright. Jackson!
Yeah.
Come watch Daniel.
He always has the funniest acts. Oh,
This is not that funny. Wednesday morning, it's 6 o'clock. I'm not awake and boom! There's this enormous noise, sudden and violent as some high explosive symphony, instant thousand voice choirs, words in Latin, violins and timpani and trumpets to shatter glass. The ground shuddered, the fleet rocked on her wheels, and I came out from under the wing like a 400-volt cat. Furs straight out, exclamation points. The sky was cold fire sunrise, the clouds alive in wild paint, but all of it blurred in the dynamite crescendo. Stop it! Stop it! Off the music! Off it! Shimoda yelled so loud and so furious I could hear him over the din, and the sound stopped at once, echoes rolling off and away and away and away. Then it was a gentle, holy song, quiet as the breeze, Beethoven and a dream. He was unimpressed. Look, I said, off it. The music stopped. Woof, he said. I just looked at him. There's a time and a place for everything, right? He said. Well, time and place. Well, a little celestial music is fine in the privacy of your own mind, and maybe on special occasions. But the first thing in the morning and turned up that loud, what are you doing? What am I doing? Don, I was sound asleep. What do you mean, what am I doing? He shook his head, shrugged his shoulders helplessly, snorted and went back to his sleeping bag under the wing. The handbook was upside down in the grass where it had fallen. I turned it over carefully and read, "Argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours." There was a lot I didn't understand about messiahs. We finished the day in Hammond, Wisconsin, flying a few Monday passengers, and then walked back to town for dinner and started back. Don, I will grant you that life can be interesting or dull or whatever we choose to make it, but even in my brilliant times, I have never been able to figure out why we're here in the first place. Tell me something about that. We passed the hardware store, closed, and the movie theater, open, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And instead of answering, he stopped, turned back on the sidewalk. You have money, don't you? Lots, what's the matter? Let's see the show, he said. You buy? I don't know, Don. You go ahead, I'll get back to the planes. Don't like to leave them alone too long. The planes are okay, let's go to the show. It's already started. Did he come in late? He was already buying his ticket. I followed him into the dark and sat down near the back of the theater. There might have been 50 people around us in the gloom. I forgot why we came after a while and got caught up in the story, which I've always thought is a classic movie. Anyway, this would be my third time seeing Sundance. The time in the theater spiraled and stretched the way it does in a good film, and I watched a while for technical reasons. How each scene was designed and fit to the next one. Why this scene now and not later on. I tried to look at it that way, but got spun up in the story and forgot about the part where Butch and Sundance are surrounded by the entire Bolivian army, almost at the end. Shimoda touched my shoulder. I leaned toward him, watching the movie, wishing he could have kept whatever he was going to say until it was over. Richard. Yeah. Why are you here? It's a good movie, Don. Shh. Butch and Sundance, blood all over them, were talking about why they ought to go to Australia. Why is it good? He said. It's fun. Shh, I'll tell you later. Snap out of it. Wake up. It's all illusions. I was irked. Donald, there's just a few minutes more and then we can talk all you want. Let me watch the movie, okay? He whispered intensely, dramatically. Richard, why are you here? Look, I'm here because you asked me to come in here. I turned back and tried to watch the end. You didn't have to come. You could have said no thank you. I like the movie. A man in front of me turned to look at me for a second. I like the movie, Don. Is there anything wrong with that? Nothing at all, he said. And he didn't say another word till it was over and we were walking again past the used tractor lot and out into the dark. toward the field and the airplanes. It would be raining before long. I thought about his odd behavior in the theater. You do everything for a reason, Don? Sometimes. Why the movie? Why did you all of a sudden want to see Sundance? You asked a question. Yes. Do you have an answer? That is my answer. We went to the movie because you asked a question. The movie was the answer to your question. He was laughing at me, I knew it. What was my question? There was a long, pained silence. Your question, Richard, was that even in your brilliant times, you have never been able to figure out why we are here. I remembered, and the movie was my answer. Yes. Oh. You don't understand, he said. No, that was a good movie, he said. But the world's best movie is still an illusion, is it not? The pictures aren't even moving. They only appear to move, changing light that seems to move across a flat screen set up in the dark. Well, yes, I was beginning to understand. The other people, any people anywhere who go to any movie show, why are they there? When it's only illusions. Well, it's entertainment, they said. Fun, that's right, one. Could be educational, getting close. Good, it is always that, learning. Two, fantasy, escape, that's fun. One, technical reasons to see how a film is made. Learning. Two, you already said that. Escape from boredom, escape, you said that. Social, to be friends, be with friends, I said. Reason for going, but not for seeing the film. That's fun anyway. One, whatever I came up with fit his 2 fingers. People see films for fun, or for learning, or for both together. And then he looked at me, and his eyes transformed, and this techno music started beating out of his chest. Come on. And he said, fun and learning and fun. It's a fun and learning and fun. That's what life is about. Just like a movie, fun and learning and fun. Yeah.
Awesome.